All right, we've got a 2005 Cadillac XLR 4.6 dual overhead cam. We're doing a lot of gaskets and seals in it, but we've got the front half of the timing cover off, so while it was out, I wanted to kind of take a minute to show what it looks like, kind of what we've got working inside with these modular engines on there. It's a dual overhead cam, intake and exhaust on each side. And here, this is an oil pump. Instead of being driven by the distributor, it's driven by the cam, but there's a pipe that runs up and feeds the engine, runs across and feeds the other end of the engine. That's what's sending oil to the galleys that's lubricating everything in there. Also want to show how many chains are in here. We've got a primary chain that runs the crank that runs this center. Basically it's a jack shaft, a dummy shaft in there. And then you've got bank 1 chain and bank 2 chain. You've also got a hydraulic tensioner, hydraulic tensioner, hydraulic tensioner. So you got a total of 3 in there. We've also got a bunch of nylon guides that keeps everybody, so the chain's got something to ride against. There's quite a bit of stuff in here on these engines, especially for this dual overhead cam V8, and even some of your Toyotas and some of your other V8 imports, which the dual overhead cam is kind of set up the same way. So by not changing oil and keeping track of the maintenance, these nylon guides, they're lubricated by the engine oil. Dirty, gritty oil is wearing these guides down. Now here we've already got it taken apart, but it's taken about us a day just to get down to this. If we have to replace one of these guides or one of these tensioners in there, you're looking at fairly major surgery. We still got the whole front of the engine there to take apart. Also, something we didn't like on there is you've got a steel pipe to a cast aluminum fitting with the bolts in there. That's just brazed right there. That's just a simple weld. If you get a crack in any one of these pipes, you're losing engine oil pressure. So the way they design these engines nowadays is they kind of make them easier to go down the assembly line, get you a lot of power and a lot of efficiency out of it. The downside is there's a lot more mechanical and moving parts and a lot more things that can go wrong on them. But we had it apart. I figured it was a good chance to show you kind of what it looks like inside.